Hello everyone, welcome back to the Landedkiller show. Today we'll be talking about a very serious topic, and that is the over events going on. There's way too many events going on. I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. We have trade in. Don't do this because you're not really going to get the value of your ship back. I'll explain this. So you're getting half of the value of the ship in addition to something else. I already have all the ships that I would need at this time in my port. We have this steel wheel event, which is, I guess, only designed for those that have tons of steel. I don't think there's too many people playing clan battles these days, given how bad they are. Basically, this little thing is 457 millimeters of sap. I think it's kind of a little bit broken, but yeah. Holy smokes, 35 knots and 457 millimeters of sap. What? Is this thing even vulnerable at all? Citadel. No, not really. Great. The super ship for the Italians. Battleship's probably gonna have those guns on it. What the hell is this? Obadon Festival? And what the hell are you supposed to get out of this? Iwami? Premium containers? I remember when you can just buy these camels for money. And now with all this, what the hell is this crap? This is stupid. This is a cash grab. This is a cash grab. This is a cash grab. I don't even know why this tab's even active anymore, other than to tempt you to spend money to get barely anything in return. This should have run away a long time ago. How long are they planning to keep this stupid thing up for? Oh, August 30th? What? And we got the dockyard again, another pain of an event. And we got this. More. Remember when this was free? I remember when this was free and you didn't need some stupid passes. They gave you free passes off the damn missions. Do I think this little event's worth it? No. Not unless we got a ton of steel lying around, not really. I don't care if they have all these camels available, I'm not really interested. The one I would be interested in would be in this one, but there's no way I'm going to have 6,000 steel by the time this thing ends. Because I'm not even running clan battles anymore. It's been a long time since I ran clan battles. Just don't have the time these days with working 2 jobs. This, I don't even know if this is even worth it. This just seems like a way to get you to spend money. You can get that from the campaign. I guess to each their own. I'm not really a fan of these events. Let me start on this. I was going to record a separate video on this alone, but I decided not to because of obvious reasons. This is a particular divisive topic in the World of Warships community. The older members of the community don't really like this being in the game, but their numbers are diminishing. The younger players like this in the game for obvious reasons. But honestly, when you get to my age, you understand that you want a woman for her soul, you know, like who she is as a person, not just for their body. This is just eye candy, I guess, at the best. No reasonable woman would wear outfits like this. Just saying, unless they're going to some party or something. This is just crazy, and this is really pushing it. This is pushing it, wargaming. I know I have my fair share of captains. These are only because these ships had a unique characteristic. For the most part. Not really a big fan of these guys being in the game, and then you got another monetization event. I don't know, to each their own, honestly, on this. I feel like sometimes they go too far with these events. This is probably the only reasonable event is the Spanish Cruisers Early Access event. Because the other ones, not so much. Oh, and funny enough, I can't get the other ones until I get this. And I find it odd, and I find it funny that they shut down the forums the month before they introduced nerfed anniversary rewards. Honestly. And I seriously don't know why this is still here. Should have been gone. In the past, it would have been 1 or 2 events, not frickin'... How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anybody else see where this pattern is going? This is getting ridiculous. Biggest piece of advice to new players is go for the Spanish Cruiser Early Access over anything else here. That's where I put your dollar into because you're actually getting some value out of it. The warehouse event that was going on is also worth it too, but it's not here anymore, so we got all this. I'll get into the topic of what anime I actually like. I like the animes like Naruto that actually add value to the characters, actually develop the characters. Developed characters, not just stuff to look at. I will admit I have watched High School Fleet and Arpeggio Blue Steel, but for the actual stories, not for anything else. Both of them, I like the Arpeggio Blue Steel because that actually has some characters that are developed a little bit. I don't agree with some episodes and High School Fleet for obvious reasons or Arpeggio Blue Steel. They both had their moments which had me shaking my head. Those who watch those enemies will pretty much know honestly what scenes I didn't like. I wish that Japan would take more time to develop more stuff that would be more focused on stuff that's like Dragon Ball Z and Naruto that are actually developed plot-wise, developed stories. And I wish that Wargaming would actually partner with one of the major ones, such as Dragon Ball or Naruto, like Fortnite has. It's ridiculous that they haven't already. But other people that like this stuff, yes, there is. I have my own rules and limitations on what I do, and I will not, and I will say what it is, this is eye candy, and no reasonable woman would wear this shit unless they were going to some kind of con or going out to a party, seriously. But yeah, this is pushing it wargaming, it really is. It's really going ridiculous at this point. Trade an event, you're only going to get half value for whatever the hell you want. I wouldn't do it. I don't think it's worth the value. I just think this entire game is I honestly wonder if they're losing money. I seriously do, considering how much content they're rushing out, how many events they're having. Makes you wonder what's going on up there at the higher echelons of wargaming. I don't know. This game's just really, really changed from the game I used to know. Why is this opening? Fix that. Honestly, I think with a lot of their content, they need to dial back and they need to focus on making players happy and not shoving a bunch of stuff to waste their money on in their face. It's gotten to the point where even I'm where I'm like shocked. They nerfed anniversary awards and they shove all this stuff in the face. I'm just shaking my head going like, what the hell happened to taking care of your players? You're just not going to drive for the money so you can afford that fancy office expansion is all I'm saying. And they talk about a fancy office expansion in one of their videos. I think it was the anniversary one or the one before it. Honestly, I don't think this game has much time left beyond a couple of years if they keep going down this route. I think the first straw that broke the camel's back was the CC Exodus. The second straw that broke the camel's back was submarines and super ships. And I think the third straw that's going to break the camel's back is all these monetization events. Eventually the game is going to get to the point where it's just new people who don't know what the old World Warships was like, and they're just going to spend money willy-nilly and not have any control over what they spend their money on. Older players had a connection and newer players through the forums. A lot of the older players don't use the darn Discord. I've tried to use the Discord, I've tried to go on there, I've tried to be like, hey, let's try to adapt to this, and I'm just like, nope, can't really adapt to this, it's really stupid. The forums feature on Discord does not compensate for the fact of what we lost with World Warships forums. Because a lot of people that play this game are military veterans that served in wars long ago. Operation Desert Storm, Iraq War, wars even before that. So, forums are a way to accommodate those folks. And now you took those away, and now you're forced them to basically adapt to Discord. Like, I deal with older people a lot of the time. Some of them don't even know how to use the chip cards. They don't know how to use the chip cards, and you expect them to go to Discord? Come on, Wargaming. Maybe I'm one of the few that'll call it and say, hey, I wish we had the forums back. But there's not enough of you out there trying to campaign to get the forums back that are going to make them change their mind. So what we honestly need is people to come back and say, hey, let's create a forum or something. I think the problem is Wargaming themselves not admitting when they're wrong and just continuing to pump the game full of content without giving a care. I could keep up with this game 2 or 3 years ago. Now I can't even keep up with half the new ships. I'm lucky if I even get one of the newer ships. Seriously. It's gotten to that point. Look at all these torpedoes that it's like been Torpedo Palooza since last year. It's getting ridiculous. I don't even agree with adding Kitakami to the game, honestly. It's just going to make the problem worse. If they find a way to make it balanced. I think that we already have too many torpedoes flying already. And honestly, some people don't go hard enough on Wargaming and just accept things as they are. And I see the state of the content creation on the ships, and I'm just shaking my head going like, what happened to our good people that used to make content that actually went after Wargaming? And I think the answer is that they just got tired of not being heard, so they stopped making videos, for some of them. I'm not going to get into specific names because I don't believe in doing that, and I think that's only warranted when a creator really does something stupid. Which I haven't seen any of them do anything stupid lately, so we're fine. Chase Gaming was a big inspiration for this channel even starting to begin with, and it's sad that he's no longer actually around and actively making content, except maybe here and there. I've seen him made a couple videos recently, but he's more focused on naval architect stuff, so I don't expect too much out of him for a while. I just want to thank a lot of you for sticking around all this time. It's been a good 2 or 3 years. I appreciate all of you. I know that I haven't been doing content as often as I used to, but I'm trying. But I would just encourage you all to take time to consider what you spend on the game and try to not lose focus of what made the game fun, which was playing it for free most of the time and not trying to spend all this money. Honestly, the Christmas event's going to be very bad this year. I'm calling it now because they already nerfed the anniversary event, which means the Christmas event's going to be nerfed to hell. I would just maybe not even consider playing during the holidays if it's that bad. I really don't know what else to say, but yeah, that's all I have for you today. I hope that this helped you out in some way, and please reconsider spending your money on this game while they have all these events going on, and be careful. And I do think the devs are desperate for money for that Office expansion. But anyways, have a nice day. Thank you for watching, and check out the other channels on the channel tab, and have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe.